Inside your head sits the most powerful object you've ever owned. And chances are you have no idea what it's truly capable of. It can recognize a familiar face in the blink of an eye, replay memories from years ago, imagine places you've never been, and make thousands of decisions every single second, all without asking for your attention. It weighs just about 3 pounds, yet it contains roughly 86 billion neurons connected through trillions of pathways, making it more complex than anything humans have ever built. But here's the incredible part. Despite decades of research and some of the world's most advanced technology, scientists still don't fully understand how the human brain creates consciousness. So today, we're counting down 25 mind-blowing facts about the human brain, from surprising scientific discoveries to unbelievable abilities hiding inside your own head. And trust me, the fact at number 1 will completely change the way you think about yourself. Let's get started. Fact number 25. Your brain is a power-hungry machine. For something that weighs only about 3 pounds, the human brain has an enormous appetite. Although it makes up just 2% of your body weight, it consumes nearly 20% of all the energy your body produces. That's more energy than your muscles use while you're sitting still watching this video. And here's the crazy part. Your brain never actually takes a break. Even while you're sleeping, it's busy organizing memories, regulating your heartbeat, controlling your breathing, monitoring hormone levels, and preparing your body for the next day. In other words, your brain is working around the clock, even when you think you're doing absolutely nothing. Fact number 24. There are around 86 billion neurons inside your head. Imagine trying to count every star in the Milky Way. Now imagine packing a similar number of tiny communication cells inside an organ no larger than 2 clenched fists. Scientists estimate that the average human brain contains around 86 billion neurons. Each one acts like a microscopic messenger, sending electrical and chemical signals throughout your nervous system. But one neuron alone isn't impressive. The real magic happens when they connect. Each neuron can communicate with thousands of others, creating trillions of connections that allow you to think, learn, remember, speak, solve problems, and even imagine things that don't exist. No computer on Earth comes close to matching this level of flexibility. Fact number 23. Most of your brain's neurons are hidden in one small region. If someone asked you which part of the brain does the most work, you'd probably point to the large wrinkled area on top. Surprisingly, you'd be wrong. More than half of all the neurons in your entire brain are packed into a much smaller structure called the cerebellum, located at the back of your head. For decades, scientists believed it mainly controlled balance. Today, we know it's involved in much more. Every smooth movement you make, every accurate step you take, every time you catch a ball, type on a keyboard, or simply walk without falling over. Your cerebellum is working behind the scenes, making thousands of tiny adjustments every second. It's one of the smallest parts of your brain, yet one of the busiest. But here's where things get even stranger. What if I told you that the organ responsible for every thought, every memory, and every emotion you've ever experienced can't actually feel pain? Fact number 22. Your brain can't actually feel pain. It sounds impossible. After all, headaches can be so painful they leave people unable to focus, think, or even open their eyes. So how can your brain not feel pain? The answer is surprisingly simple. The brain itself doesn't contain pain receptors. That means the billions of neurons responsible for every thought, memory, and emotion can process pain from the rest of your body, but they can't actually feel pain themselves. When you have a headache, the pain usually comes from nearby blood vessels, muscles, nerves, or the protective tissues surrounding the brain, not the brain tissue itself. That's also why, during certain brain surgeries, patients can actually remain awake. Doctors can ask them questions, have them move their fingers, read words, or even play a musical instrument, all while operating on the brain. It's one of the most incredible procedures in modern medicine. But if your brain can't feel pain, there's something it desperately needs every single day. Without it, your memory gets weaker, your reaction time slows down, and even simple decisions become harder. Number 21. Nearly 3/4 of your brain is water. Believe it or not, around 73% of your brain is made of water. That means even mild dehydration can have a noticeable impact on how well your brain performs. Have you ever struggled to concentrate, forgot what you were about to say, or felt mentally drained for no obvious reason, sometimes the problem isn't a lack of sleep, it's a lack of water. Research shows that even losing a small amount of your body's water can reduce attention, slow reaction time, and make complex thinking more difficult. So the next time your brain feels like it's running in slow motion, a glass of water might be exactly what it needs. And now we're about to enter a whole different level of unbelievable, because the next fact reveals just how incredibly fast your brain can communicate. The speed might surprise you. Fact number 20. Your brain can send signals faster than a race car. The moment you touch something hot, your body reacts almost instantly, but have you ever wondered how? Some nerve signals travel at speeds of up to 120 meters per second, that's roughly 270 miles per hour, before you even have time to think. Your nervous system has already detected the danger, sent an electrical signal to your spinal cord, triggered your muscles to move, and only then informed your brain what just happened. That's why you pull your hand away from a hot stove before you're even fully aware of the pain. Your survival system is designed to react first and explain later. But here's something millions of people still believe, even though science says otherwise. Are you left-brained or right-brained? The answer isn't what you've been told. Fact number 19. The left brain versus right brain myth isn't the whole story. You've probably heard people say, I'm left-brained so I'm logical, or she's right-brained because she's creative. It sounds believable, but science says it's mostly a myth. While some functions like language are more active in one hemisphere, your personality isn't split between two separate brains. The left and right hemispheres constantly communicate through the corpus callosum, sharing information every second. Whether you're solving a math problem, listening to music, painting, or simply having a conversation, both sides work together. So if you've ever believed you're only logical or only creative, science says your brain is far more connected than that, but your brain has another surprise. One important part keeps developing long after childhood. And we're only getting started. We've uncovered facts from 25 through 19, but the most mind-blowing discoveries are still ahead. Coming up, you'll discover why your brain keeps developing into your mid-20s, what really happens while you sleep, how your brain can actually rewire itself, and the incredible fact at number 1 that will completely change the way you think about your own mind. So if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's continue the countdown.